Hey guys, it's Chris. Cryptids are creatures that are believed to be real, and yet there's no official definitive proof. From devils hiding in New Jersey to monsters in the lake, here are 8 of the most infamous cryptids from around the world. Number 8. The Jersey Devil. Legend says that in the Pine Barrens of New Jersey, there was a woman named Jane Mother Leeds. Leeds already had many children, and one night she was giving birth to what would be her 13th. She must not have been very happy about it or sensed something strange, as when it was born, she uttered the words, "Let this one be the devil." According to legend, it was made so. Upon its birth, the baby grew horns, wings, and a tail. It flew up the chimney of her house and went out into the world. And this is the origin of the Jersey Devil. The Jersey Devil is one of the most prominent cryptid legends in the world. The first sighting of the creature came in 1812, when Joseph Bonaparte, the literal older brother to Napoleon Bonaparte, said he saw the creature near his New Jersey estate. But that was just the beginning of what would be a long-standing legend. And by the way, who knew the Bonapartes were in New Jersey, right? In 1909, the legend grew. Over 1,000 sightings of the Jersey Devil came that year alone, including some cannon soldiers who saw the creature, shot it, hit it, and it still lived. Fueled by this and the finding of some tracks that didn't match creatures of the area, bloodhounds were brought in to try and find the creature. But the bloodhounds apparently refused to follow the tracks. As time went on, more and more sightings of the Jersey Devil came. Some even claim to have caught video and pictures of the creature. Many have theories as to what it actually was. But being that this cryptid has lasted over 100 years, you have to wonder if even the truth would dissuade those who have heard about it. Number 7. Unicorns. Unicorns are something special when it comes to the realm of cryptids. For while most people believe that they are indeed just the work of fiction, some believe that they're real, but they're just really good at hiding. In fact, they're the national animal of Scotland, believe it or not. The weird thing, though, is that although many people believe they're not real, their legend persists, including being referenced in numerous ancient cultures and mythologies. Even the Christian Bible has a creature that somewhat resembles a unicorn. Not to mention, pop culture has made the unicorn even more popular. From My Little Pony to various commercials, and even the Season 4 premiere of DC Comics' Legends of Tomorrow featured a unicorn as the main focus of the episode. Unicorns are usually viewed as pure, magical, and symbols of grace. In the Harry Potter universe, a unicorn's blood can extend life, but at a cost. In fact, the realm generally agrees that to kill a unicorn is a terrible crime, for it's an affront to nature. But yeah, people still look for them, and that isn't likely going to change. Number 6. Aholes. In the world we live in, bats are a natural part of the ecosystem. They help keep bug populations in check, and have inspired many things, including a certain comic book character. Guys, it's Batman. But in Indonesia, the people of the country have a legend of a bat that is more terrifying than any other on Earth. And this is the legend of the Aholes. Aholes are said to roam in the rainforest near Java, and they're said to be quite massive in terms of size. Granted, this size mainly refers to their wingspan, which is said to be over 10 feet from end to end. But even then, their bodies would be large as well. Likely the size of an average human. But what makes them so terrifying to the people of Indonesia is that the Aholes are said to be carnivorous, and because of this, they'll go after humans as well as other animals. Furthermore, their hind legs are said to be so powerful that they can pick up humans and other large animals, not unlike what birds do with their prey. No confirmed sightings of Aholes have been made, but the belief continues. Number 5. Bytariki. The Bytariki is a rather unique cryptid legend that can be found in New Zealand, or so the stories say. These cryptids are very much like otters in terms of their shape, and even their size. But the legends say that they're very capable of eating humans should the need arise. Weirdly, there are claims that these creatures very much existed, but not in terms of just word of mouth, but rather the Maori people have spoken about them. According to them, their ancestors had them as pets. This would usually be discounted because of how legends are passed down, but instead the Maori have a sort of proof, for they have an animal pelt that is unlike any other creature in New Zealand, or even the world. Plus, the pelt was from the 1800s, so it wasn't that long ago if you think about it. Whether the Bytariki are definitively real is up for debate, but it is a very compelling story. Number 4. Hertz Lung. In South Africa, in one of the more desolate regions called the Richards Field, there's a creature that is said to live in the caves that come from a very long time ago. A snake-like creature that is far more menacing than anything else out there today. The Hertz Lung, also known as Great Snake, is said to have been from near the beginning of time and had a head that was a fusion between an elephant and a snake, with the rest of it being pure snake. According to legend, the Hertz Lung were eradicated when the earth was truly made, but a few managed to escape the carnage and live in the caves of Richards Field. Many believe that the Hertz Lung is an image of a python exaggerated to match people's fear of snakes, but there are some who feel that it does indeed exist. So much so that when a man named Peter Grayson, who was a diamond magnate, disappeared in the caves, it was blamed on the Hertz Lung. Now, unless you go into the caves yourself, you'll likely never know the truth. Number 3. The Loch Ness Monster. No doubt one of the most famous and infamous sea creatures or monsters or cryptids to ever have claimed to roam this earth is that of the Loch Ness Monster. So pervasive is this creature's existence that to this day there are still sightings and signs that Nessie lives in the Loch Ness of Scotland, specifically the Scottish Highlands. Her legend is long, and it's possible that sightings of her started many centuries ago, but things really got kickstarted back in 1933. For then, a paper called the Inverse Courier relayed a story from a couple who had seen Nessie in the loch. The moment it went to paper, people went crazy about it and wanted to find it. There was even a bounty out on Nessie for a while, so the search was on to find the Loch Ness Monster. A search that has gone on for over 80 years, and the best we've gotten is potential evidence and blurred sightings. But that hasn't stopped people from looking for her. But what makes the legend persist, though, is that many people have seen her in the same way, including those who don't know the legend as intimately as those who would do things for the purpose of a hoax. Plus, if it was all a hoax, why would they do it and then not confess that they were lying soon after? The sightings of Nessie continue even in the modern day, such as in 2017, when a video was taken of something coming out of the lake. It was apparently Nessie's head, and to this point, no one really can confirm it to be anything else. Or when Apple Maps had a picture taken of the loch and a creature was seen in it. But the question remains, does Nessie exist? Or is it just a ruse that has lasted for nearly a century, and only time will be able to give that answer? Number 2. Kraken. When it comes to infamous cryptids, there are a few that stand out above the rest, and the Kraken is one of them for more reasons than one. This giant squid is said to be one of the biggest creatures in the world, referring to the Kraken itself, not the squid species, and it's said to be over 100 feet long end to end, if not bigger. The tale of this creature comes from sailors and others on the water who would claim to have seen a squid far beyond anything they had seen before. One World War I sailor claimed to have seen one next to the ship he was on, and it was matching it in length, over 175 feet. But that's just one story, and there are loads more. Tales of the Kraken have grown so that some people are convinced it lives out there in the waters of our world. In fact, a Google Earth picture near Australia reignited the belief in the creature because of the shape of an object shown in the photo. Pop culture has also helped create a mythos around this creature, including being featured in movies, TV shows, cartoons, card games, and so much more. Number 1. Bigfoot. Without a doubt, the most infamous cryptid of all time is the one and only Bigfoot. In fact, you could argue that Bigfoot is the reason that cryptozoology exists. And that's a real thing, by the way. There have been more sightings of Bigfoot than just about any other cryptid or mythological creature in history. So let's start from the beginning. Bigfoot is the name or nickname of a large, hairy woodland creature that is said to reside somewhere on the continent of North America. Mainly, he's been spotted in the United States and in Canada, and in various places throughout both countries. What makes Bigfoot such a compelling legend is that people often describe him in the same way. And what's more, the way that they describe him is clearly different from all other primates out there, and humans too. Bigfoot is often very tall and has hair that flows and covers its entire body save for its face. It's also bipedal, so it walks like a human and not on all fours like most primates. But the biggest reason why Bigfoot is the most infamous cryptid is because of the sightings. There have been so many sightings of Bigfoot over the years, it's become part of pop culture. It's the mascot for beef jerky in one brand's case. It's been the source of numerous shows on Discovery Channel, Animal Planet, and more. It's even starred in movies like Harry and the Hendersons. While it's safe to say that many of these sightings are bunk, others have more legitimate proof of the creature, including pictures that clearly show a creature unlike anything that's known. There have even been scientists who've done studies on Bigfoot to see if such a creature could actually exist. Until one fully proven Bigfoot is caught, though, the infamousness of this creature will continue on. Thanks for watching. What did you think of these cryptids? Are they real? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time on World List.